Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Naruto, which is next in this week's weekly Shonen Jump. And so what we have here is basically that the conclusion of the Obito Kakashi fight. That then we have right here that Madara's that once Obito is back on the battlefield, he's gonna take control over his body and make him use the Rin Tensei Jutsu to make himself alive again so that he can become the 10 Gels Jinchuriki. And what we have also is that Minato and Naruto both notice, what is going on with Obito. So from what a chapter ended off with both of them impaling each other, that was actually a Genjutsu. And what we have here, we have the battle, and it's going back with flashbacks between both when they were, you know, um, still students under Minato, and what they had there. Hold on, hold on one moment. Oh, okay, I had to step away for a moment. Basically where they began hand-to-hand combat. As young shinobi, when you get a chance to hone your skills, see everything is at so far, and it's paralleling back from the past to the future, and what you see there, and also Kakashi, Obito, they're having thoughts, of Naruto and as well as Sasuke, and just going back with, going back to when Sasuke went missing and became a missing ninja, and the fact that Kakashi explained that that Sasuke is a rogue shinobi. Standard operating procedure is to erase him. And you see Naruto's determination, which he still has today. I'll bring Sasuke back for sure. You know, and and when Kakashi has that thought, it's like Naruto, you never waver. You're stronger than me, and you have many things that are solely yours. And with that, right there, you see the combat is over, and it's Kakashi's win. Is what Minato was saying. Now make the unison sign. That is all And Kakashi's continuing the conversation in his mind is like that is all the current me can do, and that is to protect the Obito of the past. The one he grew up with, and he says by killing the current one. And what we see here, what he has his yes, this is the real impalement using the Chidori with the yeah. It's actually a pretty gruesome scene. I mean, it's very nasty. It's very nasty, and yeah. I mean, just his whole arm is just it's just through him. His whole arm. It can constantly get impaled as well, but more so on his. It's not like on the right side of his body, but more towards like the stomach. Yeah, he's definitely doing a lot better than Obito. And Kakashi's saying Obito is over, and Obito, he's laughing. He says, "I'll let you win this battle, but I'm not conceding the war." So he goes, he leaves that dimension, and it goes to Madara, who used the Susanoo to kill that wood clone that Hashirama did make, and he's noting that Hashirama, you're concentrating too much power into your actual body. Your doppelgangers offer no resistance. And the shadow clones, if doppelganger, is baked shadow clones is just it's just how they say it here. And what we see in Madara is like Hashirama's know he's like Madara, you too were holding something back. And that is something of notice. And what we see here is that when Obito came back, and he's like, looks like that is of no more use to me. I wanted to fight Hashirama before I became a Jinchuriki, but oh well, it can't be helped. And so he makes a sign, on his hand, and we see Obito's right side arm and the right side of his body turn black. And what we see here is Madara saying, "It's time for me. It's time to make him rebirth me." And what we see here is that Obito is having thoughts. His mind, he's thinking about Ren. That's all that's on his mind right now is Ren. And what we see here is that he put his hands together, and we see the scream, and something is happening. And like I did see, we see not Minato is notice Obito, and also Naruto notice Obito as well. And that right there is the end of the chapter. So what we have here is that Madara, he wanted Hashirama not to focus so much of his chakra into the main body, and that Hashirama is noting that Madara is holding something back. Okay, and with the conclusion of Obito Kakashi, that's the ninja world. Obviously, it's very hard that Kakashi just found out that somebody he thought was dead all this all so long, and built the foundation, not only for himself but also teaching his very own students, based off of based off of Obito, and it's pretty apparent that Madara obviously only was using Obito from the very beginning, and obviously took advantage of him, a young. I mean, yeah, and so you see here that his will is, just like the Black Zetsu, which is basically is Madara's will, and he's going to force himself to use that jutsu to revive him back to life so that he can become the Jinchuriki of the Jubi. Now, you know, common sense would tell me that, well, if I'm a lot harder to get rid of being undead, why would I bring myself back to life where I can make it easier to defeat me? And that's basically, and so what you're seeing here is also the key for Madara's destruction, and this is going to be the key to his downfall. Because once he is brought back to life, it's going to be the key to his downfall. I mean, and also, I'm very interested to see if this is also going to, if the plan will remain true, and that, he has this Moon's Eye plan, or is this just, find out if this is Madara's true goals and true intentions. So we'll see once he does do that and become. I'm assuming he'll become a Jinchuriki before the final stage, but maybe after, I don't know. Because obviously at some point you figure that the Jubi will have to regain its, obviously is, to be the progenitor of the world, the creator of the world. It's obviously very intelligent and can talk and has a mind of its own. So, and I'm also interested in what Madara has been holding back. I wonder if it's something we've seen before, or is this something else altogether. So, we'll see. And if that does happen, obviously, it's going to take things to a whole nother level, and he's going to be, you know, very difficult to defeat, but he's not going to be impossible to defeat. Because obviously there's something going on with Naruto there, and I mean, there's a reason why, he, like I say, he has the knowledge of all the tailed beasts, he knows their names. So, and that's in a direct correlation with the Sage of the Six Paths. So I see in that power some kind of way. We're just gonna have to wait and find out, and see exactly how. Because if Madara does become, I don't see him becoming the Sage or anywhere. You know, I just don't see that, and I also don't know exactly if that's if he really wants to put the world under one big giant genjutsu, we're just gonna have to find out and see, if everything plays out the way he wants it. But he does have something in mind. We just don't know what. So that's pretty much it. There's a very interesting chapter, and yeah, I know a lot of people, and I saw many reviews where a lot of people were very happy with what happened to Obito, but I do feel sorry for him for the simple fact that you got to look at when he was, from him being manipulated from just being a younger, he didn't ask for any of this. Obviously, he didn't. But just being, so young and being brought, having his life preserved and being brought back to full health and just being manipulated from the very beginning, he did not stand a chance whatsoever. Whatsoever. And obviously, it was very hard for him to deal with the loss of Ren, and, he knew why, but, it just became too much for him that he just decides that he wants to put the world under Genjutsu, because the Ren that died is not the real Ren. Yeah, I mean, he's just all messed up in the head, basically, and I think seeing Naruto and looking at how Naruto handles things definitely brought another viewpoint to him, and that definitely gave him a lot of things to think about. And you can tell that obviously he is, he's scared, and that's why he lashes out with those actions. So we'll have to see if Naruto has had, if he's able to do anything, what would Obito do? Would it be because of, because he's still trying to prove to Naruto that, that his way is it's the best way. But this may very well be the end of Obito, once he does perform this jutsu, if he does perform this jutsu, and at the cost of his life, I wonder what that would do to Naruto, and what are Minato thoughts? Because I know Minato, he'll recognize that chakra, obviously, and the fact that he'll recognize his students, like, well, he'll think back and had a flashback. Okay, so that was, whoa, so what, there's going to be a lot of what happened, kind of thoughts in his head. But I wonder how this will affect Naruto, and because obviously it's going to have an impact there. So, like I said, I enjoyed the chapter, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the story does continue on. And as far as I know, as far as what we have in our chapter, there will be a chapter next week. I know the female reviewer did wonder will there be a chapter next week. As far as what we have here, I'll just go ahead and put a note on the page. But yes, there will be a Naruto chapter next week. I don't see anywhere. Yes, I don't see anywhere in Weekly Shonen Jump where it says that there will not be a chapter coming out next Monday. So it'll be next Monday for Weekly Shonen Jump. It'll probably be either tomorrow or Wednesday for everybody else with the scanlation. So you all can be happy that will be a chapter coming out in a couple of days for the scanlations. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed. Like I said, everybody was really happy that about what happened to Obito though, but you know, if, I understand and I can see, why he is the way he is, and just being used like that. Yes, I do feel, I do have sympathy for him, and I can definitely understand. It doesn't make it right, but I can definitely understand, and you know, I'm just looking to see, how everything plays out. Take care, everybody. Oh, and before I forget, this is chapter 636, titled "The Current Obito." All right, now bye.